continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Warner Anderson as Matthew Swain, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, and Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie.
It has been a disturbing evening for Constance Mackenzie and Elliot Carson. For Allison, too, the evening has been unusual.
Well, thank you for driving me home.
Well, you're welcome, Allison. Am I forgiven?
Why do you always say things like that?
Like what?
Well, you do something outrageous, and you ask to be forgiven.
Was I that outrageous tonight?
Well, you weren't very nice to Rodney Harrington.
Allison, the world is full of Rodney Harringtons. Clean-cut young men with pearly white teeth.
You put people into neat little categories, don't you? Why do you do that? Does it make you feel superior?
I haven't categorized you.
Oh, well, I'm glad of that.
Are you afraid I'm going to try?
I don't see how you can resist.
Well, now you're putting people into neat little categories. Does that make you feel superior?
Good night, Mr. Hanley. Mr. Carson, hello.
Hello, Allison. How about a lift to the square?
Sure, why not?
Hi.
Oh, hi. Did you have a nice time?
Elliot Carson was very abrupt just now. I've never seen him angry before.
Oh, he wasn't angry. He just stopped by to tell me how well his father was doing.
Perhaps it was seeing Paul Hanley.
Paul Henry?
Yes, he drove me home. Isn't it funny? I know he doesn't like Paul Hanley, and yet he asked him for a lift. Wonder why he did that.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you.
I'm not worried. I'm just curious.
What were you doing bringing Allison Mackenzie home?
Why, that is a special service I offer to my more promising students. What were you doing at Constance Mackenzie's?
I stopped by to thank her.
Oh?
Yeah, she's taking an interest in my father.
I'm surprised.
Why shouldn't you take an interest in my father?
Oh, no reason. I mean, that's not what surprised me.
No?
No, you did. I didn't think you'd try to explain.
All right, Paul, forget it.
You say so?
We're talking about you and Allison. She's only 18.
18. That seems to be a magic number in Peyton Place. Allison is 18. You have been away to prison for 18 years. My sister has been dead for 18 years. And Constance Mackenzie's been a widow for 18 years. Coincidence? Oh, I don't believe in them. They hide the truth. Don't you agree?
No, I do not.
Well, you always had a bit of temper.
Who told you that, your father?
No, Elliot, I remember you. I remember my sister.
Just how much do you remember, Paul?
Enough.
Enough for what?
She was unfaithful, all right. How about you?
Where? On a destroyer? In a drifting lifeboat?
You came back here. Came here. Now, let's assume that you found out my sister wasn't all she should be. And let's assume that you met someone else.
Where?
Well, here, for instance. Let's assume it was, no, that'd be too wild.
Just keep on assuming, Paul.
No.
Keep on, Paul.
No, it doesn't matter, Elliot. It was 18 years ago.
Keep on assuming, Paul.
Is that how you do it in prison? You grab the uniform? The blue or the gray? Which is it? Blue and gray is the Civil War. Elliot, let go of me.
Just don't make any wild assumptions, Paul. You understand?
All right.
Do you understand?
Yes, I think I do.
Why you're so concerned with Elliot Carson's problems.
Well, you're not exactly disinterested, are you? Oh, you used to pretend you were before he came back. You didn't even want to talk about him.
Well, I didn't think it was any of our business.
But you are concerned with him?
With his father.
Oh, Mother.
Just because I'm not condemning the man.
I'm not condemning him. I'm beginning to understand you better and better.
What?
You hide your feelings from people, even from me.
What feelings am I supposed to be hiding?
About Elliot Carson. Well, I don't think you're interested in him romantically, but you are interested, aren't you? I'll bet you wonder, just like I do, what really happened to his wife. And what happened to him in prison. And what... Why are you looking at me like that?
You make it sound so morbid.
Did I? Didn't mean to. It's difficult not to think of Elliot Carson as someone very different, very special. Well, he is, isn't he? I mean, he hasn't had a normal life. What happened to the glass in this picture?
Oh, I knocked it over. Wasn't that clumsy of me?
No, it makes me feel better. You never break anything. I always hoped I'd grow up to look like my father. Of course, I don't. I don't really look like you either. Abby's mother said that children often look like their grandparents rather than their parents.
Well, you sometimes remind me of Grandmother Swain.
Oh, don't say that. From the looks of her photograph, she was lucky to get anyone to marry her.
Oh, Allison.
We must never let anything happen to this picture. Because if something did, it would be as if he never existed at all.
I have told you, Allison. There were other pictures. I lost them. The moving company lost them when we moved here from New York.
Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
You didn't really. Well, help me turn off the lights, hmm?
Strange, isn't it?
What?
The things we don't know about other people. What goes on in people's minds.
Now who are you talking about?
Elliot Carson.
Yeah?
And Paul Hanley, and most everybody, I guess. Even you.
You're not doing any writing anymore, are you?
No, why?
Yet you're still making up stories. You're just not writing them down. Don't be too much of a romantic, Allison.
Weren't you ever?
I was once. Not anymore.
Morning, Uncle Matt.
Good morning.
What's that, a nasty letter to the editor?
No.
You look furious.
Well, I'm trying to read without my glasses.
Oh. Would you care to join me for a cup of hot chocolate? I'm early for my bus.
No, not this morning, Allison.
Looks like I'll have to buy my own then.
Well, a girl can't be lucky every day.
Hello, Mr. Hanley.
Morning.
Ooh, it's cold out.
Yep, it certainly is, Allison.
I would like a cup of your hottest chocolate, please. What's happened to your soda clerk?
Oh, I'd fire him. Spent all his time flirting.
Oh, hello, Allison.
Won't you join me?
Thank you, but no.
Oh, please. I should be studying English morality plays. If I sit here all by myself, I'll feel guilty that I'm not knee-deep in every man. Come on.
Well, just for a few minutes, but I have things to do.
Thank you.
Coffee, please, Mr. Hanley.
Your
I
mother
heard
told
you
me
were...
Well, I'm glad you're back.
Are you?
Of course I am.
I suppose you've heard. You've probably seen Rod.
I saw him last night at the faculty art show.
Thanks. Then you must know about us.
No, he didn't say anything to me. I was with other people.
Rod and I are ending our marriage.
Oh.
You can't be surprised, Allison.
No, I just thought that when you came back to Peyton Place, you'd try and make a go of it.
I've just come from the lawyer. We signed the papers. Mr. Harrington's lawyer, of course. So here I sit drinking coffee, and Rod is probably at chemistry class. In a while, we'll be free, two separate people again. Our marriage will become one of those Peyton Place mistakes no one ever mentions.
Betty, let's not keep talking about Rodney.
Why not? I always thought you were in love with him.
Rodney and I are good friends, of course. I think, he likes the idea of me rather than actually me.
Oh? What's the idea?
I don't know.
You don't?
Well, what do you want me to say?
Purity. Why can't you say it, Allison?
Why must I say it?
I wish I could. Oh, I shouldn't have attacked you. I'm sorry.
Isn't it funny when you say a word like purity? It has to be an attack.
What's this world coming to?
Yeah. What is it coming to?
Where did it go? Our little world of Peyton Place. Maybe it never really existed.
Oh, it existed. For us, it did.
It's all changed.
For us, yes. But for a lot of people, things are just the same as they were 3 months ago.
It'll change for them, too.
Maybe it will.
It will. Oh, it will, Allison.
Well, maybe it's all for the best.
I wish I thought like that.
My mother says I'm the last of the great romantics.
Oh.
No, it's all right. I've got it.
Thanks.
Exact change. I've got to catch my bus now. Are you going my way?
I'm going to the Bon Marché and try to talk them into hiring you as sales hero.
Oh, good luck.
Thanks.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I guess you two haven't met. Mr. Hanley, this is Betty.
Anderson, how do you do?
How do you do? I'm sorry, I almost knocked you down.
You look very preoccupied. Were you thinking up dreadful questions to scare your students with?
No, I don't have to think up dreadful questions. I'm endowed with an endless built-in supply. Weak joke. Weaker reaction. I'm afraid it's a very cold morning. Well, it was very nice to meet you, Miss,
Anderson.
Anderson. Allison.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.